But against the world.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop.
Going to lower the flag of Nigeria and raise.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans across the world and lovers of freedom. Thank you for joining on this platform. Please like and share this program to all platforms, share to family and friends. In this episode, you are going to get a clear explanation on why the Biafrans have decided to implement the use of the survival whistle to secure life. Pay close attention to this very explanation by a Biafran. I bet you, after listening, you will never be doing the same, and you will abide and use the survival whistle to secure life. Let's listen and hear what the Biafran have to say.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Sorry, I've been experiencing some technical issues being on.
Oh, sorry. You can continue. I was trying to remove someone. Sorry, my brother. Marvel, you can continue. I was trying to remove something before it go direct to mute. Our brother, Marvel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Honorable, continue. Sorry.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been on and off, so I kind of got lost lost track of what we're talking exactly now. But my intentions of coming in the first place was about the whistleblowing. You know, when DPM made that post, I think she did it. She did it in a broadcast. A lot of people misunderstood what she meant, and then a false narrative was pushed, which I think so many of us still don't understand exactly what she meant. I just want to clear the air in my little way. You see, this whistleblowing of a thing is something. Some people who are here, who have been on a space where I talked about it even before our DPM made that broadcast. I think some people are here who heard me speak that day. You see, this whistleblowing of a thing is not really exactly what we think it is. It's not the Nigerian whistleblowing that we know. Now, I grew up in a community where we have countless number of times received letters from Fulani headsmen then, which we know they are Fulani terrorists. And I know some other communities. I talked about the Du community in Bokos. They received a letter, and in a couple of weeks, the community was swept. A lot of people died. I know people who were affected directly. In fact, one of my friends, I went to visit him, and then when I got to his house, there was noise outside there. And when I went out, they caught a terrorist, a Fulani terrorist, which they dealt with right before my eyes. And this guy was so passionate, wielding the digger and all that, if you know what I mean. And then I confronted him, like, guy, why you carry this thing for head? He said, look, my grandmother was killed in Du last week, which they were sent a letter. This is how these people work. Nowadays, they don't even send letters anymore. But I grew up in a community where we've been sent letter twice. Now, having received a letter from them saying we need to evacuate our community or we will face them. Now, I know another community, a neighboring community in Jos precisely, where they got a letter and in a couple of weeks they were swept, like I said. And then now, having received this letter at that time, my dad was out of the country. I was only 17. And then, there was nothing we could do because before my eyes, I have seen people who called for military help and police help. Look, we are in a situation which we've been for a long time. As at that time, many years ago, I've experienced soldiers in military barracks, fighting against each other. Why? Because a personnel heard that his family in so and so village got swept by his community where he came from, got attacked by Fulani terrorists, and some other soldiers who are also Fulani are in support against Christians. Then it was a interreligious war, not like what we see now. So this interreligious war affected universities, secondary schools, police barracks, military barracks. So nowhere was safe. In fact, just like what we see recently, there have been people who called for military backup, and when the military showed up, it was Fulani men in uniform, of course, official. They were in the military. They opened fire on those civilians who actually ran to them for help. So at this point, the military is not there to save us. When people are talking about self-defense and some other people are kicking against it, look, we've redeclared our independence, even though we are not 100% functional in homeland because we've not reclaimed our territory and governance from Nigeria government. It's still our responsibility to protect ourselves. Now, what we did in our own case, we didn't call for military backup because we could be compromised. If you call for military backup and they send you these Fulani soldiers to come and protect you, at the end of the day, Fulani terrorists come, they will tell you that they overpower the soldiers and then they wipe the whole community. There have been scenarios where on ordinary checkpoint, military checkpoint, Christian soldier and Muslim soldier started fighting against each other. They had guns shooting each other. We've seen videos of such. It has happened in Rukuba Road in Jos. There's a market there. It's called Satellite Market after Terminus Market was burnt down. I know what I'm saying. They didn't renovate the Terminus Market, which was one of the biggest West African market then. I know the market too well. I know the day it was burnt down. A lot of Ndibo ran mad because their whole life was invested there. We were running 60 to 70% of the market, but it's in ashes now. It's in ruin till today. And then the government built another market, which is called the satellite market. Anybody from that arena will know. I have seen a case where in satellite market, because in Jaws there are checkpoints, post to post. Like from this checkpoint, you can throw stone twice, like two stone throws, and then you get another checkpoint. Right there in a checkpoint, Muslim soldier and a Christian soldier got into a serious altercation. What caused it? Because a Christian who came around, you know, was maltreated by a Muslim soldier. And the Christian soldier was like, this is not supposed. This is not what we came to do. We came to protect these people. Why are you victimizing them? The Muslim soldier got angry and they fought among themselves. There's a lot to say about that. I have been stopped in a checkpoint by a Muslim soldier for laughing, for smiling. I was driving and I passed by and he was like, why are you laughing? It was raining. Like I'm just happy. Why are you laughing? I'm under the rain and I'm here serving the country. I'm under the rain and why are you laughing? I got pulled over. Eminem frog jump when I do I do frog jump we no good that day. You understand? It was one or two calls that saved me. If not, I don't know what for happen. And that wasn't even my first time. I've seen my friends swim inside gutter. Well, let's not even go into that. Now we're talking about the whistleblowing. What my community did was this: we mobilized ourselves. We didn't have much guns, but there were a few people. As at that time, three people who had. One man had AK-47. He was working in. If I call the company, we will know the company. One construction company like that, and he had security, so he had access to guns. So his son had an AK-47. We had another Igbo man who had a pump action. There were three. Now, what we did was this. We held a meeting in the community. Look, we've received a letter. We cannot run away from our houses because if we run away, we coming back will meet everything in flames or in ashes. If we stay, they will come and they will kill us. What do? We mobilized each other because we can't call the police, we can't call the military. Just like it is today, the military and the police cannot protect you. Now, we mobilized ourselves. We held a community meeting. The Igbos, the Birom, the Angas, and everybody were together. Even some Yorubas. We held a meeting. In fact, one of the key players was a Yoruba man. We held a meeting and we said, this is what we're going to do. Every family will allocate one person from their family that will come out, and we train ourselves minimally. Minimally, I mean, like, not really 100%, but just have an idea of what to do when they come. Now, each family was going to donate one person, a man or a lady, anybody who is combatant enough, who is brave enough. We did that. That wasn't all. Now, some families could not give us one person, like my own family, and they said, I'm not saying just my family, there were multiple families that were maybe either ladies or just women or even men who didn't feel confident enough to come out, because there have been scenarios where a free bus will come to take out all the women, take them to a safe location while the men stand and fight. I'm telling you real life scenarios. And then a man will dress like a woman because he doesn't want to fight. And I've seen these things with my two eyes. I'm not telling you stories. Now, in my community, those people who couldn't give us one person, they were charged to bring money. Okay, if you can't give us somebody, bring so amount. And if you have more than that, bring. And then we had enough money to mobilize each other. If you don't have a dagger, go get one. If you don't have a cutlass, anything we can afford, and the people in question can will, we afforded. And then we were all together. Right from the age of 17, I was working with Mbara, if you know what it means. And inside my Mbara was a sharp thing. If you see it outside, you won't know what it is. I use it to go anywhere I go, and you think I'm doing big boy. I posted the picture one day where I was wearing red and red, and then you think, this boy is a courtesan. No, it is not a courtesan thing. I grew up in a very, I'll just say, unstable environment. Now, what we did, I said I didn't need anything. My parents didn't want me to go out. They said they were going to bring money, and I told my mom, I said, look, if I stay in here and sleep inside the house, and other families give out one person that will stand and protect the community, when these people come to attack us, those people who are there will first of all channel their ability to protect their own family first before they protect you, even irrespective of the fact that you gave money. So first, I want to be there. Nobody supported me. My parents didn't support me because my dad was out of town then. He should have been the one there with other fathers. But I was there. I was one of the youngest there. And then we kept watch. After the minimal training, we held strategic positions. Some were inside gutter, some were hiding beside signboards, some were in bushes and all that, uncompleted building. But one thing was unique. We all had whistle, all of us, both the men on guard and the women and children inside the house. We all had whistle. Now, when the deal day came, because the day they tell you they will come is not the day they will come. They want to know how you react to it. They have informants. They will come and monitor the place and see if the people have packed out, or know what's going on. They have women and children and men who will blend in, and you will know they are the ones. Some of them might speak your language. You will know they are who they are. But we were prepared. That's the most important thing. Now, every family had whistle, both men, women, and children. Everybody had a whistle we use at night. Well, our DPM didn't mean you should carry whistle on your neck and be roaming about on the street when you go to the market. She might have said it in a way she did say it. Of course, anyone in her position with everything going on, it's not easy to be on camera. And some of the things, people make mistakes. I'm very sure Nkere didn't want to say 80% of Biafrans are supporting Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. He didn't want to say it, but he did. I'm very sure he didn't want to say his terrorist organization, but he said it. You can be on camera and then there could be one or two errors. So it's our responsibility to understand these messages when they come out to us. We weren't hanging whistle on our neck and be going to markets and going everywhere. And this was a top secret among us in our community. The deal they came, when they came, our community got attacked twice. How did we chase them? Not with our guns, not with our not even with our weapons. The first time they came, what happened? When we cited strange factors coming into our community, of which we put a signpost, our community is closed down to strangers from 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. If we don't know you, we have to check you to know who you are. Now, some people are going to be on guard in the entrance. If anybody comes in, if they don't know the person, we're talking about people. There are some people in the community who seem to know almost everybody in the community. These are the people you station in the entrance. If they see you and they don't know you, they won't confront you because you might be armed, more armed than they are. So what they do is they monitor your movements. When they monitor your movement and see this guy is going Kurukere Waka, what is he looking for? Then we look for a place where we know that you are more vulnerable in our community. That's where we confront you. Maybe 2 or 3 people. Sorry, may we know you? And then if we don't know you, we sound alarm. If we cannot handle the situation. When we did that, first time they came, we saw them coming, of which we've met other innocent people, which when we say may we know you, and it just be like people who want to cross through the street to get to another one, and be like, okay. If I mention these streets, you will understand. You will know exactly where I'm talking about. I'm not telling you story that I heard. Now, when they came, we know these are the people. We started sounding alarm. People on watch started blowing their whistle. Now, everybody in their strategic position started blowing their whistle. And the whole community was loud. Everybody was awake. If you had bright light, everybody was shining lights everywhere. The whole community was noisy. In that case, these people didn't know how prepared we were. They don't know what we had. All they know is that we are aware that they are coming. It limited their access to our community. It chased them. They had to run. They had to retreat because they didn't know how prepared they didn't know what we were going to face them with. That alertness, that alert we created in the community was enough to chase them. And then if we had gotten to a point where we needed to fight, then the whole community has been alerted. People who need to run and hide to safety. We have strategic places. Okay, when it gets beyond our capacity, we can't handle it, this is where our women and children should hide. Then the men, this is where we assemble. This is our community. We know the community more than strangers. Just like I want on our Libo, I want on our people in Edo, in Esan, Igodo, Migodo, our people in Bayelsa and everywhere. This is not something we should come and start making caricature about, because we don't have guns and we have an alternative method through which we can, if not stop them, at least reduce the death rates, create alert, create, create, make our people be alerted about a possible terrorist attack. And the people are ready. Is it not better you are ready when someone comes to kill you than you are just there in your bed, or you just woke up in the morning, or at midnight you just hear noise and you come out and then you have a knife to your throat or a gun to your head? But when you are alerted, you know whether to flee or to, defend yourself. You know what to do. You are better alerted than not. And this is what our DPM said what she said. And then I see so many people making fun of it and say, oh, is it whistle? You need to fight people who are carrying guns. No, because you don't understand the motive behind it. It is a little thing we do in our communities. Like, okay, this is what we do. We keep nightwatch. I've said it before. We need to protect ourselves. Now, even Nigerian governors are calling out their citizens to arm themselves and protect themselves. How much more we Biafrans that our government has told us, look, arm yourself as much as you can. It is your right as a citizen. It is better for you to arm yourself. Even some of us youths, why are we youths when we cannot be youths? What is the responsibility of we? You sit quietly and then your village is being attacked by terrorists. Let's put this in a real life scenario where our people go to farm and they have this whistle. And then the other people in another farm and another farm and another farm have their whistle. And you sight these people coming from a distance. You start blowing your whistle. And then these people, on their way coming, they start hearing people blowing whistle everywhere. They'll be like, what's going on? That's how you alert our security. That's how you alert people who can do what we can't do. When you're blowing your whistle and you are taking flight immediately, if you know there's not you can use, you're running to a safe place. You blow your whistle and people other everywhere, people are blowing their whistle and the whole community is noisy now. Imagine that the whole community is alerted that intruders are coming. That's when we mobilize and then we know this is how we take them. Meanwhile, do you think Fulani terrorists will come to us when they know we know they are coming? They won't come when they know we are coming. This is what our DPM was trying to the message our DPM was trying to pass. But I see so many of us. I've been quiet watching the internet for a while, close to 12 hours. I haven't posted anything. I'm like, this woman brought an idea, and these people, like, what do we even want? What do we want from this woman? She's doing her best. Our prime minister, our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, did his best, and this you see where it led to. Our prime minister did his own in a different style. See where it led to. And this woman is playing safe, trying to make everything very diplomatic, trying to make sure that we play safe to the point where we don't have to need another leader to take over when she is taken away. What we need is for our leaders who have been taken out to come back and join us. Let's become stronger. Not for us to lose another leader and start looking for how to get another one. Because whenever a leader is taken out, we scatter. And it takes time for us to come together. It happened during the time of Wazurike. It happened during the time of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. It took him time to bring people together. Our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa came up. It also took him time to bring people together. And it is replaying again in the case of our DPM, Dr. Ngozi Oraveze, Her Excellency. And then it is taking her time now to bring people together. Are you trying? We want her to send us out, go and fight, or take guns? Everybody, just arm yourself and let's just chicken out. Let's do things like let's be lawless. No, no. I know a lot of us. I get messages of people saying, "Look, I need a gun right now. I need a gun." Not so fast. Not so fast. In my communities, then, which I'm not preaching violence before it is taken the wrong way. How we get some of these things when they come to attack you, you successfully, disarm them and take care of them. Then you own their arms. They came to kill you. Haven't you read on the news several times when they say locals in Plateau State went to the government and surrendered their arms? How do you think they got those arms? You think they manufactured it or they imported it? No, they were attacked. They confronted the people and took their arms and became stronger to the point where, because the Fulani terrorists control the government to some extent, then they will use the government when they cannot come to you and say, look, government, you need to disarm these people so that we can reach them. And the moment these people lay down their arms, they start being attacked again. This is the narrative our DPM was pushing. So I don't know how we are seeing it, but this is all I got to say. I wouldn't say much more than I have. So I don't even. The last time I said something like this, I got misunderstood, even by some of us here who support the USB government. So I wouldn't want to say much. Ekele munu.